All right, well, I've been fishing for about 3 hours in this grass. 0 flounder bites, so I'm gonna take it to some deeper, not deep, but 8, 10, 12 foot ledges now. I don't think it's happening in the grass. That's kind of where the bite was. And how many fish can I catch in 1 hour? Because I have a doctor's appointment I have to get to. All right, I'm gonna zoom fluke it. Beat some deeper banks here. And maybe it's this cold front. Pushed fish deep, changed everything. I don't know. There could be a long adjustment period today. And I'll be off the water until that afternoon bite starts, if there is one. So. No idea what to do here. The shrimp. Whoa, old school, dude. Look at the size of the croakers this year. Wow. That's so nice to see, man. That is so nice to see croakers this size again. Over 13 inches, man. Look at that. Not the flounder, but this is encouraging, man. Maybe this class of fish grow into the proper ones again. Took me a minute. All right, that's the one. Tough morning. That'll do. Okay, day 4. The fish was deeper than I thought he was going to be. We have to just move to a little deeper water. 7, 8 foot. Zoom fluke fish here. It's a barefoot jig. They're from North Carolina. Buddy Tim makes them. They offer some amazing darting action with a loop knot. Okay, and that right there would be flounder number 4. Now I'm fishing deeper today than I have been. Most of my fish so far have been, 19 to 22 has been about where I've been dancing. So 20 incher, another one. Can't beat it. And I got to see a big croaker too. So, and these are all southern flounder. I've been just enjoying the grass bite right now, so Put a couple in the freezer. I'm gonna take a break from flounder tomorrow. But I'm just kind of enjoying seeing day-to-day changes on the water too, with cold fronts and dirty water. You know, it's funny, should you fish deep, should you fish shallow? You know, it's never that quite, it's not obvious. Especially I came off a 3-day shallow water bite, so. Little guy. Couple little ones are always welcome to see though. Take good care of him. This little fish will be important. All right, so it's been half an hour, one short flounder, 13-inch croaker, and a 20-incher. So 30 minutes to catch a keeper when moving to the appropriate depth. So I wasted 3 hours really shallow. And now I'm like 7-8 feet. I found life immediately. So bounce deep, bounce shallow. Got to be prepared for anything. Can't say I'm too thrilled to figure out what this is going to feel like. That's scary, dude. Don't recommend that. Looked like if I was under 7 feet, I'd be wiped out. Pretty good. Okay. It's gonna be my last shot at flounder with decent weather. Fog was so thick this morning, I spent a good hour just driving around trying to find somewhere with fog that wasn't A, dangerous, and B, then after the fog lifts, I still had a good window to catch a fish or two. Currents have been really strong. I don't know, let's try this right here. This one's gonna be tough to get that flounder on, I think, but you never know. Could be here. This works 75% of the time. Oh snap. That worked out. The second cast. Nice. It's gonna be a nice one to end my season on. Keep your head underwater, dude. Nice. Old power bait, man. I tried something different, actually. There should be a couple fish somewhere deep. Just sat here with live mullet for hours. Other day. All right. It's my last keeper flounder. Maybe my last. Weather doesn't look like it's going to be very good for this. So. That's a nice one, man. All right. I sat here yesterday with live mullet for about 3-4 hours. I didn't get a bite. And then today I just showed up with a little Berkley power bait. And there we go. It's so strange how this works sometimes. Let's see. 22 and a half. Let's get them on ice. That's not a bad one. Probably a 4-pounder or so. I even skunked out on live bait, but I just threw this Berkley power bait, the bonga stick. This is a good fish. I'm gonna keep him. Yeah, it's weird. I threw a tiny little profile too. This thing isn't very large, but my second cast, and I spent hours and hours yesterday. But we have some really big tides right now, so hard to predict all this stuff, man. Nice fish. Really appreciate it. Let's switch over, do a little sheepshead fishing for a few hours, see how that bite is. Yeah, I was fishing yesterday. Last 3 days I fished structure, and the structure bite wasn't very good. It's really areas I've caught just a handful of flounder in the past that are tough. I have not used saltwater power bait yet. This was my first cast with a saltwater power bait so far, and I hope that's not the first cast curse, that I'll never catch anything with this stuff again. Not too much junk fish here, so I think this and gulp could work just fine. That reel is a Penn Clash 2000. There's 15-pound Suffix A32 and a 20-pound leader here. Simple stuff. So, all right, let's see if we can catch a sheepshead or two. And the only reason we're not continuing to keep flounder fish right now, you're only allowed to keep one. 2-week season in North Carolina. I had some days with just some 17s and 18s, and I completely struck out one day. Yesterday I had one 17-incher on a lure, and one day I struck out, went fishing the inlet, and tide was ripping, water was kind of dirty. That was my only strikeout completely. So, you know, it's not easy. If it was still that 4-fish limit, honestly, it'd probably be tough 50% of those days. I would say most days like today, maybe if I grind, I'd catch 1, 2 more. So that's my take. You know, catching 2 is probably not too hard. 3, tougher. 4, I don't know about consistently getting 4 in a lot of areas. But also the amount of people that just show up on the water for this short window now is versus when it was kind of more spread out. Anyway, talk. Let's go back to fishing. Fast current today, man. Really fast. All right, so even these fiddler crabs this past week have been really hard to find, so glad I got a couple this morning. It's not a bad black drum, actually. Generally, the black drum we have in the backwaters tends to be, you know, 2 to 4 pounds. Occasionally, a real big one can show up randomly, but different environments. Alright, I think I hooked something good, actually. Had something good there. Got me on structure. Guessing that was a sheepshead. Who knows? My neighbor caught a 16-inch croaker this week, so that's what I'm actually after. I know that sounds strange, but there's been some larger croaker around, and I haven't caught a 16-inch croaker in like a decade. So I'm like, I want to go catch that croaker. So I think he's fishing from a boat, but maybe we'll get one more flounder bonus day. I don't know. Weather doesn't look good, so I ain't gonna grind it. You know, maybe I'll probably hit the surf and start fishing live mullet in the surf instead. So you never know. You get a flounder doing that like last year too. So size of the fish for doing what I was doing was pretty decent. Lots of fish over 18 inches. Okay, I think that's gonna end it. Didn't find any drum today, things seem a little weird, I would say. Weird's the word I want to use. I think the salinity is off. All right, let's make 1 or 2 casts here and go home. What's this, red? Figured there'd be a couple of reds around here. These are 1-year-old fish, I believe. So let's let them turn into a giant.